on? Glad to see you. I'm here to tell you some stories.
Town Square, the people have a voice too.
I think it's awful. I don't think we need them in town.
I met Jalissa, I think it was 1995, and Jalissa just got out of jail. All right, she was a heroin addict. She used to tell me about when she was so bad on heroin. She used to get beat up all the time by guys. You know, she told me that she remembers, you know, I remember her telling me one time that she walked in socks. I think she had slippers on, but with socks, in snow, in a worse blizzard, with just a quilt around her, to a crack house. This was in Jersey though, okay? It was in Newark, New Jersey. She went to a crack house where these guys, you know, where to sell crack. And she said she didn't have any money, but she would have to give the fucking drug dealers blowjobs just to get, you know, her heroin, you know? With a crack house, they also have heroin, you know, drugs. And, you know, it just made me realize, you know, like, how desperate some people are when they're in the lowest point of their life. You know, how much some people have to endure, how much pain and stuff that some people have to endure. And, you know, we would drive around, her and I would get, you know, it's a lot of times her and I would get their shish kebabs and shit. They have you know, I don't know, you people are not from New York, you can't understand that, okay? So you probably don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But the camera crew here and everybody else knows. I mean, you know, in New York, you got the shish kebabs, you know, with the fucking meat on a stick, and we still like to eat that. I don't know if it could be fucking rat, for all I know, but we taste a good rat. But me and her used to sit and we'd eat that shit, and sometimes we'd get pizza or something. But she would always fucking, I can't tell you how many times we would stop, she would tell me, stop the car, stop the car. She would get out and give her food. So like some homeless people and shit. She would give her food. I've seen her give her shoes. And I used to say, why are you doing that? You know, she would give money, you know, whatever. I used to say, you know, why would you give them that? Why would you give them money and shit? You know, like, especially money, because you're helping them fucking do more drugs. And she used to say to me, remember the story I told you about me walking in the snow? She used to say, yeah, how desperate I was. She goes, if I could give this person just one moment of peace, pleasure, if it means them getting high, you don't know what it's like to get high, Greg. She used to tell me, you don't know what it's like to have that intense monkey on your back. She goes, if I can give them that one moment, even though they may use it to get high, I can understand it. I don't expect you to understand it, but she tell me, I can understand it. So I don't want to deny them that. They shouldn't have to give blowjobs or shit like that, some drug dealer like I've had to do. They shouldn't have to walk in snow. So if I can give them a couple bucks and they're gonna go get high with it, I don't give a shit. So, now, you know, I never thought of that way. I always thought of like, well, you know, you're throwing the money away, you're not helping them, you're hurting them. But she thought differently of all of that.
Front double bicep.
In my humble opinion, the best way I could describe classic physique is it's bodybuilding closer to the golden era of the late 70s, the 70s, 80s. So